Radrey.
And we're live. All right. So I guess I'll do the intro. Welcome to another edition of Why Come Japan. I'm your host, Mr. Radrey, where I interview creatives inside or outside Japan. And today I am inside Japan, I think.
Yes.
We're inside Japan, right? Okay.
Yes.
I'm coming to you all the way from an undisclosed location in Japan. Where are you?
I'm in Osaka.
Oh, you're in Osaka. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I knew that. You all the way from Whoa, all right. Whoa, double speak. All right, I forgot to turn off that audio. There we go.
Okay, cool.
Jews. Oh, boy. Jews. Why did I just say Jews? I must be tired.
Random, right?
Hey, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so new setup. Hope you enjoyed the setup. Those of you who are watching this and not audio listening to this.
It is
Today on my show is Thatguyfox. Or what handles do you go by? Just Thatguyfox?
Just Thatguyfox, but my friends call me Fox, so yeah.
I see. So you come all the way from Osaka, and you've been in Japan for how long now?
Like 5 years. This is my 6th year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. So you must have gotten here around 2012?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I've been here since 2009. So my Japan anniversary just last January.
Oh, wow. Like, I used to watch your videos when I was in America, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh,
I feel special. I guess that brings me up to my first question I was going to ask you.
Okay.
Or let me pull up the questions. I usually write a bunch of questions in case I forget. So who's the first J vlogger that you ever found?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. The first J vlogger I ever found was Tokyo Kuni.
Tokyo Kuni, okay. Fair enough.
And yeah, from Tokyo Kuni, I went down the rabbit hole. I found you. I found Hiko Simon. Yeah, actually, Hiko Simon, and I don't know if he remembers me, but I know him. But yeah, I met Hiko Simon. I watched Victor. I watched everybody in the golden years of J vlogging, like Sam,
Tokyo Sam, right?
Yeah,
Tokyo Sam, or whoever handle he goes by these days.
Yeah. What was that guy's name? Zeppelin or something, or?
Oh, Tokyo Zeppelin.
Yeah. Tokyo Zeppelin. I remember back then.
Oh, forgive me, guys. Whenever I type on this keyboard, you can really hear it through the microphone this time. Anyway, continue.
But yeah, man, I used to watch as much J vlogging as possible before I came.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, because like back then, this is like when there wasn't that much proliferation of content on the internet, you know?
Right. Now it's just like, I struggle to put up content just because it's like kind of, you got to find somewhere unique to put, like, to some kind of creative space to be in that is like involving Japan and I guess you to make it J vlogging is what I mean. Like, because like, like you're just making, you're just doing your talk show, right? So I think that if are you still a J vlogger? Actually, it's what getting.
Uh-oh. We having connection issues? I think we're having connection issues. No! It was going so well. Oh, you're back. Okay. How is your internet over there?
It should be good.
Okay.
Sitting right in front of the Wi-Fi, so.
Oh, okay. Well, that should help.
But what was the last thing you heard?
You said something about like the viewers or the people you've seen. We were talking about how it's so saturated on YouTube right now, and it's just like you're having trouble like making content nowadays.
Yeah, it's just hard to find content that's unique anymore.
Yeah, it really is true. Well, it seems like maybe because a lot of the bigger name people kind of caught on that this was the cool place to be. It's like,
Right,
well, we got to take advantage of that, you know.
right.
And then they made the YouTube machine evolve
Yeah,
for the most part.
now we got to fight with like algorithms and stuff, and
And
people
yeah,
getting unsubbed and all of that mess.
well, it seems like the subscription box doesn't really even matter anymore because
Nah.
it's mostly now because I'm or at least that all the stuff I've been reading about is that it's mostly just for vanity purposes at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no like maybe I mean what's his name PewDiePie makes like the news because he gets a certain amount of subscribers, but that's all you really hear about it anymore. I mean nowadays you just hear about hit the like
Right,
button. I
right,
mean
right,
whatever
right,
that
right.
does. I mean I guess that from what I've heard is that hits an aggregate that lets other people know that your video is there. Or I'm not sure
Mhm.
exactly how it works.
Mm, well, man, it just sucks right now for YouTube. So I don't know. Drop everything on Instagram, everybody. Stop using YouTube.
Was is that where we should be? We should be live streaming on Instagram instead.
Exactly. Exactly. Live
What?
streaming.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess everybody's kind of moved away from Facebook too, and now they're just on Instagram.
Yeah. Actually, I just heard that. I heard through a friend of mine that Facebook is actually doing a big push for videos on Facebook. So
Oh.
like, yeah, so if like people are putting videos up on Facebook, there more, I guess not. Oh, I guess more not company paid stuff
Mhm.
is getting broadcasted more.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Facebook's trying to move into places like Burma and introduce social I don't know social media where it never existed or they never even really had like proper news. So,
Exactly.
or I don't know. I'm not a Burma expert, but all I know is it's causing a lot of problems.
Yeah, social networks right after they get water. Sure, they have water though.
Oh,
Oh.
you phased out a bit there, freaking out a little bit. I was like, it's
Yeah.
always I don't know.
Yeah.
Whenever like there's internet lag, um, it kind of freaks me out sometimes. Like I don't know, you know what's one thing that's really interesting that like kids probably today aren't gonna understand is like you remember how like when you turned on the TV and it was all fuzzy and had like a sound and this
Yeah.
or what they called static or
Yeah.
snow. Like you
Yeah.
don't have that anymore. Now you just have lag.
Right.
And nobody's gonna know what that is.
Kids don't know the struggle of having a VCR and you have to like
Oh man.
tune the VCR to like not get static on the tape. Like
Yeah, it's just like every new piece of technology just creates a new problem. And I
right.
mean, and it's kind of fun sometimes, like watching these movies that make fun of the like TV static or, you know, lag or whatever. But then after they make those jokes, they really get dated. Like after like a couple of years,
Yeah.
like oh yeah, things don't look like that anymore. Or
Hmm.
like maybe people make jokes about advertising on videos and the way advertising looks on YouTube is always changing all the time. So
Yeah.
it seems like
YouTube is always changing.
because it seems like humor in a way. It's kind of it's not good to be a comedian anymore. I
Uh
don't know. Why am I saying this? I think maybe because I'm seeing less and less of like comedy movies.
huh.
Uh, now they're just like I mean, I'm Hollywood's mostly making movies for China and stuff, so you see
Well,
less and less comedies.
I think it's just dangerous for comedians right now because it's like in 2019, it's like everybody's so sensitive. So it's like, yeah, well, a comic, like, back in the day, a comic could say, like, all kinds of racial slurs and gay and fag and all that stuff, and it was completely okay. Oh, sorry, I just said it. So you might you might
Yep.
get
No,
some
my video's been age gated. Thanks, Fox. Thank you.
just like that. But
No, I think it's the first minute. Like, as long as you don't say the F word or racial
okay.
slurs or bad language in the very first minute, you're okay.
Okay. But yeah, before, comedians used to say all that kind of stuff all the time. And it's like now like now if a comedian says it, like he'll get his manager will get calls and stuff, and like he'll have to like pay fines and stuff because people will start complaining, and everybody's so hypersensitive, man. That's why it's tough for comedians and comedy in general.
Yeah, well, you've seen a lot of that. Probably because there's more transparency nowadays than there ever was. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the United States president that we have right now, I've learned more about him and the presidency than I really ever wanted to know. Like, I didn't need to know half of that stuff.
Yes.
It's like I missed the days and like I remember I forgot Obama was president, you know? Like, oh yeah, he's the president of the country right now. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is the one thing I can thank Trump for. Trump made me study politics.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
because it's like I'll hear, like I watch the Young Turks,
Okay.
and yeah, they they got me. It's like, I don't know, the way they explain politics is it's like really easy to understand.
Right.
So okay.
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry,
I
we're
can't
having
see you.
some lag issue. I don't know. I'm trying to set the latency issue here, but I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know. All of a sudden, I was just having trouble with this webcam, and it's just been a disaster since then. But anyway, continue.
Okay, I'm gonna try to move around and see if I can get a better reception then, because I sat right in front of the Wi-Fi and that doesn't work.
But, have
But,
you ever done a live stream before, like on your phone?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So maybe it's me. Maybe it's I suck.
No, I mean, no, but actually, it's working now.
Okay, that's good. Anyway, so we were talking about
Yes,
Young
tougher
Turks.
comedians. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I watched the Young Turks a lot. So they got me. The way they explain politics is really, easy to understand. So that got me further into it. So I know exactly what Trump has been doing, and like how he's fucking up and how he's doing all this other shit. So
Right.
that is the one thing I can thank him for, because before Trump, I couldn't stand politics. I didn't want to know anything about it. Yeah.
So wait a minute. I guess I've never. Here's a question I should ask you. Where are you from? You're from the States, right? Where in the States are you from?
Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Colorado. If you didn't know already.
Colorado.
Yeah. Colorado Springs.
Colorado.
If you know that town, it's okay. It's all right. That's all I can say about it. Okay. Well, you know what's interesting, particularly going back to the topic of comedians. Like, what's interesting about today is that like we have like the Me Too movement and everything today now, and it just seems like what's his name, Bill Cosby, for like the longest time, all these women always came out about him. Like before there was the internet,
mm-hmm.
and all it took was do you know the history behind that? But about how Bill Cosby got to where he is today.
Not really. Wait, I know that like a fuck ton of women just came out and were like, yeah, he drugged me, yeah, he drugged me, yeah, he drugged me.
Well, yeah, like I heard like it was going on for years, and like there's many of these women coming out and they're making accusations, and they got in the paper, and just nobody cared. But the only time when people started to care was like, do you know the comedian? What's his name? Hannibal Burgess. I can't.
Yeah. Yes.
That's how you pronounce his last name. I forgot.
Burgess. Yeah, Burgess.
he did like a little. He was doing a stand up, and he was talking about Bill Cosby and how messed up he is. And that was the only time when they decided to take it seriously. Is that it was a comedy bit that somebody heard through another dude through another dude.
I had no idea about that. That's crazy.
It sums up the internet perfectly. It's like I saw this comedy bit where this guy said this thing, and then my other friend told me that thing, and
it turned out to be true.
Yeah.
And now somebody's in jail for it.
It kind of reminds me of like how Facebook started, because Facebook kind of started with like as this exclusivity program.
Yeah.
Or like not program, website where like only if you were in a college you could get in, and everybody wanted to get in at that point. What's this, like circa 2005?
Yo, something like that. I remember that. You need an invitation too.
Did you want to get on it when it first came out?
Not really, because I was still like at that time I was still pretty low tech. At that time I was still like barely on a cell phone. Like
okay.
like,
because I have MySpace and all that stuff, to kill time with and everything.
I got MySpace later on. Like I had Zanga. Do you remember that?
Zanga? What the hell's that?
Zanga was
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was a blog site. It was like, I think it might have been before MySpace. I was on Zanga, and I wasn't on MySpace too hard. And then...
Is it Z-A-N-G-A? Zanga?
No, X.
Oh, I see.
X-A-N-G-A, yeah.
Oh, okay. Zanga 2.0 is here. Okay, I'm checking it out on Wikipedia right now. It looks like Google.
2.0.
Because if you liked 1.0, you love 2.0.
Oh no, Zanga, stop. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just learning about this right now.
Yeah, Zanga.
What even is this? It's like it's like MySpace?
It's not. Well, it might be now, but back in the day, it was more like it was like if MySpace was just if MySpace and WordPress had a baby, it would be Zanga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like it was like sheerly for blog posts, but like people, you could like have friends and you can like comment on shit and add pictures and stuff.
Wikipedia defines it as a website that hosts web blogs, photo blogs, and social networking profiles.
They have it. Yeah, but that was like that's super OG. I'm surprised that they're still around, actually.
They're on the 2.0.
Yeah, they just came out with 2.0. That is amazing.
Okay, so all right, here's the question I always ask everybody. This is usually always the first question I always ask, but we got interrupted by latency issues and lag and shitty cameras and anyway. First up, where did the name Fox come from? Is that your last name or
no?
Okay, well, because your Twitter handle is Antonio Fox, right?
Yeah, like so in America it is Fox, but in Japan it is not. Because
the 20th Century Fox.
Exactly.
All right, sorry, I had to throw that in there somewhere.
But yeah, it's like because this weird situation happened where my last name isn't the same on my passport as it is on my ID. So when I was out here, they had to use my passport. So so technically no, but technically yes. So yes.
Oh, okay. So wait. What? You're like your name on your passport was Fox?
The name on my passport was different. Yeah, it's a different last name.
Okay.
But because in America I had my name changed.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't change the name on my passport before I came, so it's
It's Fox. All right, I guess if you
Yeah.
can't go into the details, that's fine. All right, so
Not too
you
bad,
had a passport that changed your name to Fox. Can I say that?
yeah.
All
Well,
right.
no. Like, what happened is in America, yes, my last name is Fox, but
Okay.
yeah, but because I changed my ID and everything, but I forgot to change my passport.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I don't mean to ruin your life here. Sorry. I'm ruining Fox's life here by disclosing his real name and
No.
passport, and pretty soon this is going to be all over the internet, and everybody's going to know where it all started.
Yeah,
There'll be a footnote.
It is Radrey's fault.
I know. Well, you're here to hear, folks. That's why you're here. That's why you're here for the live show, where you get it live. If you're here at the live show, give us a thumbs up, or give us some like smoke signal, or I don't know, however it is you communicate with internet people.
We need fire emojis.
Yeah, there you go. What's up with that? Why is everybody calling everything fire nowadays? Is that just the new slang?
It is, because like even because in the dance world we say stuff is fire.
Okay.
So.
Huh. All
So
right.
definitely we need fire emojis. We need spaceman emojis.
Because I remember at a time when everybody used to say this was an epic win, or this is epic, and nobody says that anymore.
Yeah, epic win.
It was full of win.
Oh Jesus, that was for a while actually.
Yeah, nobody says that anymore.
Yeah, we're old.
I guess it'll come back like within a couple of years, maybe. Just how like rad and cool beans came back for some reason.
Oh Jesus, I remember that too. Wow. But yeah.
All right. Hopefully what?
I said hopefully not. Hopefully
not. Okay. You don't like those words?
Now let's keep
let's keep the fire.
Yeah,
all right.
Let's go. Let's make some more fun words.
All right. I'm digging it. So wait, so you've been in Japan since 2012 or 2013, maybe? Correct me if I'm wrong.
2012.
Okay. So what would you say it is that keeps you here? So I mean, you've been here for some time now.
What keeps me here?
There's nothing simple. Like I have a big screen TV. I like that. I can't have that back in the US.
Nah,
it's usually always something mundane.
That's simple. It's just so easy. I think it's hard, but it's easy at the same time. It's hard because of like translation issues. It's hard because of like communication issues and like language barrier. But it's easy because once you can begin to step over that barrier, then like life just kind of opens up a lot more for you.
Okay. Sounds like you're trying to say something philosophic about it.
No, not really. Like
really, no.
No, it's like really
so the language you would say, in lesser words.
It's like it's like once you get onto like on a level where you can basically communicate with everybody.
Okay.
Then it's just a lot easier to deal with Japanese people than it is to deal with like Americans, I think.
Oh, well, it's not anywhere. Like people will love you if you speak the language.
Well, I mean that's simply that's what I'm saying. It's just like, yeah, you know, it's hard when you get here. Yeah, it's hard when you get here because you know you don't know shit, and it's like really hard to get people that actually know what they're talking about. But once you get to a point where you don't need any of that and you can just do everything on your own, then it's like a lot easier out here to do stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
So this is kind of like an endless adventure. You ever feel that way?
It is. It really. I just took a picture of. I just saw for the first time in my life, corn chocolate.
Ew.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's amazingly bad. And I took a picture. I was gonna post it on Instagram, but I forgot. But yeah, I gotta post that anyways. So you got everybody watching knows where that came from. But yeah, corn chocolate, like stuff like that, still is like an adventure for me.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You do see these random things in Japan where, like, they do really excite you. Like, "Man, what's that?" Like, I found coffee butter the other day. I'm like,
Coffee
what?
butter.
Yeah. Then they had another one. Coffee butter was edible. The other one they had was like bean butter or something, like edamame bean butter. It
What?
was very strange. Yeah.
In what situation? I couldn't imagine a situation where I'd ever think, "Hey, I need some coffee butter right now."
I don't know. Maybe it's early in the morning. You're like, man, I really wish I could have coffee and butter in the same thing. So it'd make things more efficient.
You know, this toast on this toast it would go great would be coffee butter with my coffee.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get it.
So let me ask you this: what is it that brought you to Japan originally?
Curiosity.
Curiosity.
Yeah,
You weren't
just
like
because.
really into manga or anything, or
Of course I was. All my friends were. We like. I was a big arcade goer. Um,
oh, okay,
yeah,
back when arcades were a thing.
yeah. Like
Well, maybe in this. Do they still exist in the States?
oh my god, I don't think so.
Okay, because I know they still exist here, kind of.
Oh yeah.
They do,
There's,
but yeah.
but yeah. I was a heavy DDR player.
I remember that.
Yeah.
2009 or no,
Oh yeah.
2006. I don't remember.
Through. That
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
yeah.
Does that still
Took a while.
exist?
Oh
DDR.
yeah. Oh yeah. Actually,
Is
they
he-
just came out with a new mix. But yeah, heavy DDR player, heavy like fighting game player. Um, I I've always wanted to come to Japan, but it was like I never I had some excuse why I couldn't go. You know, it was like one of those kind of issues where it's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna do this, or no, I'm gonna go to the beach instead, or I'm gonna blow all my money on this PS4 or whatever. But
Oh,
yeah, it was like one of those kind of situations. It really wasn't in my full radar. And then I had a chance one time. What was it? I had just lost my job in America, and
oh.
like yeah, I was like, well, okay, let's go. And then I just I was like, I just left, and then
Right.
yeah,
Fuck it. Let's go.
yeah, I was like really like yeah. And I picked
All right.
Osaka. Yeah, and I picked Osaka because Tokyo just seemed too easy. Um,
Well, I've heard people are friendlier down there. So.
oh yeah, yeah, man. People are characters down here. Like this is definitely the city of like comedians and stuff.
Oh, right. Well, that's where most comedians get their start, right?
Yeah.
Downtown
But
and everything.
that's what I hear. But yeah, and I've been here ever since.
Hmm.
Here's
It all started with just arcades and
oh,
Dance Revolution.
dance, motherfucking revolution.
Did
Sorry.
you did you play that at the arcades or did you play that in at home? Because I know they had the dance pad at home. I had
Both.
one of those.
Both. Look. Me and my friends were so into it. One of my friends actually bought a machine
Huh.
and put it in his house.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were like one of my friends was actually ranked one in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, like that. Not to flex, but yeah, my arcade was like we were like the best in the country. Actually, like we were like doing work on that machine like all
Oh.
the time. Like the owner used to just like put the shit on free play for us.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
like
that's awesome.
yeah.
I never could play it in like an arcade unless I was alone because I really sucked because I didn't own it.
Uh-huh.
And the one time I played, because like it was always it was like the popular machine at the time, and there was this one guy who was really into it, and you remember how it was 2-player, right?
Yeah.
But the thing about this guy was he had like this speech impediment, and he was also like kind of like he seemed like he was physically handicapped, and he had like this weird like gesture stuff and everything. Like he had cerebral palsy or something, and like he kicked my ass, and I'm like, I just got my ass kicked by somebody who was like both mentally and physically disabled. I'm like, well, that was like a real catch-22 moment for me. I'm like, well, you got your ass kicked by somebody who is not as the same as you, physically, but at the same time, like if you won, that would just be horrible. It's like you beat somebody who's mentally or physically and mentally handicapped.
Yeah, you're wrong either way.
I think maybe it was better I lost. I think. And I think about it now.
But that would be something I would like to see somebody make, like some kind of comedy about, like some kind of sketch. That is fun. Yeah, that is just genuinely funny.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's my real only memory of Dance Dance Revolution. Well, that and like I got really good playing at home.
Yeah. But
I'm looking at Wikipedia now, and it says, "Oh no, I'm looking at the difficulty." Where is? I know it doesn't really say the newest model. Huh.
Like, okay, just this to give you an example.
Oh, here it is. Dance Dance Revolution A20. That's the latest one.
A20. Oh, shit.
Anyway, continue.
Like, you said you were looking for difficulties?
No, I was looking up on Wikipedia. Then the first thing that came up was a graph, and it was like a difficulty setting. But now I guess there's this golden. I'll send it to you. There's this. It's a gold Dance Revolution or something.
Yeah, it's a gold machine. It's a gold machine with built-in surround sound speakers.
Oh,
like it's kind of glorious actually when you look at it.
Yeah, no, it's pretty. But I mean, I can't show anybody because. Oh, I guess I could. Maybe I could share the image. I don't know. You do that. I don't know. Well, I'll get to it in a minute. But. So you came for Dance Dance Revolution. Were you ever interested in any manga like Akira or?
Boy, don't even get me started.
What does that mean?
Like I used to cosplay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to I pretty much. I couldn't say that like I'm and some kind of expert, but I do have a pretty big knowledge of them. Like I've read Bleach, I've read Hunter x Hunter, I've read like what's some old stuff? Yu Yu Hakusho, Ramno 1/2. Do you know that? Do you know those?
Yeah, Ramno 1.5. Sorry, so I'm going to the chat here. Yeah, that's the one where like you get hot water poured on him and he turns into a dude, and cold water into a guy or something, or a dude, a guy, a woman.
Yeah, he turns into a.
It's very pretty what's the progressive for early 90s, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, man, I was a huge anime nerd. Like when it came to anime, that's something different. Like huge Dragon Ball fan, of course. Huge Naruto fan. Yeah, man.
Huh. I see. Really anime. Like, I was thinking about, because it's 2019, and Akira takes place in 2019, and the Olympics happen in Akira, the manga. And so I was thinking about doing a podcast about that on my other show, Rad Culture, which I hopefully will get put on the internet at some point. It's taking me forever, but I'm a one-man show. That's the problem with YouTube nowadays. The one-man show doesn't cut it anymore.
Exactly.
The girlfriend's home. She just made it home, and it's almost midnight.
Oh wow, it's almost 12 already.
I know. Welcome to Japan Live, folks, where you get off late.
For real, for real.
Anyway. Shit, what were we talking about? Oh, Akira. Yeah, so I mean that was just always one of these. You've read the manga or seen the anime?
Oh, yeah. Of course, yeah.
I've always been massively confused with what the hell that was even about. I mean, other than was it Kaneda and Tetsuo yelling at each other for an entire hour? I mean, well, the movie. I never actually read the manga. I might actually dive into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch. Like, I have to go back and re-watch it too, because like it's been like almost like what 15, 20 years since I've even seen the movie.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Do you have any opinions about it? Because I'm looking for somebody who has a really strong opinion about the film. It just seems like everybody was like, it was cool, but I don't know what it was about.
No, that's why I just said that, because like I really gotta go back and watch it, because I remember at the time thinking that this was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life, but I couldn't tell you what exactly stood out about it right now because I just don't remember.
I remember it was trying to go for something very metaphysical and something very, I think, philosophical as well.
Yeah.
I could probably give it a pretty good analysis on it if I did a pretty good study of it, but I think I need to read the manga to really, drive home a message about what it was actually about. Because that movie, that one, and like Beetlejuice, they drive me crazy because I'm like, what is this movie about? Like most things like in life, like what is it? Like I was talking to one of my friends yesterday about Pinocchio, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, at least I understand what Pinocchio is about. It's about growing up, and like the part where they get turned into donkeys, that's about puberty, and child slavery and stuff that happened back in Italy back in the day. And that makes sense to me. But like when I think about Akira or Beetlejuice, or I can't think of anything else, or I'm sure there's more examples. It just drives me crazy.
Wait. But it just so happens that both of those movies are like amazing movies. But Beetlejuice, I do remember like vividly because I used to watch it so much. And it's funny. I can't believe you went that way with it. Akira and Beetlejuice are random, but it is a random movie. Beetlejuice is.
Yeah, well, I was trying to think like, okay, it's about this couple that dies, and then they're in like a purgatory place, but then they need to get an exorcist to get people out of their house because they're ghosts. And I'm like, what is this supposed to be about? It's supposed to be about how ghosts haunt houses. It's about a haunted house movie.
Yeah, it's like
about these.
Yeah, it's like about a couple who died, who became ghosts, who helped fight a poltergeist, I guess, to help the people that lived in the new house, so they could in the end haunt them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, is this supposed to be like a 1950s motif, or I don't know. It's just maybe I need to research more about the time period or something. But it's just stuff like that. That's just it's like that itch you can't scratch.
Yeah.
I'll get to it eventually, but
yeah,
at some point. I mean, because I did this with one film. I don't know if you're familiar with Takashi Miike's Audition.
Oh yes, I am. But I haven't watched it yet. I downloaded it. I didn't watch it.
I finally came to the conclusion about what that movie was about. So it's like, it was so good. Finally figure out what it is.
Yeah, I gotta watch.
I can answer right now, so I don't like keep people in suspense. It's a movie about sexism in the 90s, basically. Just about how the differences between the two, how Japan and differences how I should say gender is perceived in Japan. So that's the answer. I mean, maybe it's not as satisfying for you as it was for me, but it was pretty damn satisfying. Like, cool story, Radley. All right.
All right.
With all your guests on the show. All right.
We need the dots in the chat right now.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me ask you this: Are you still teaching? Because I remember you do a lot of videos on your channel where you talk about your teaching experiences and everything.
Yes. I still teach. But now only part time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm doing. I'm teaching. I'm working as a dance teacher also.
Oh, really? What kind of dance?
Hip hop dance.
Oh, okay. That's pretty lucrative over in Osaka.
It's decent. It's decent right now. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. I wouldn't have guessed that. I do hear a lot of people telling me that they're taking hip hop dance.
Hmm.
It's really good exercise, actually.
Yeah, it's really good exercise. Yeah. But if you should get in there, you should start dancing, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Turned 30, so I should do that. You ever watch that? Watching that. A bunch of my friends are into this exercise program called Insanity, if you know about it. And he has like one video called Hip Hop Abs. I'm like, huh, maybe I should take that. You could teach some hip hop abs.
You only take it if you make video of you doing it and put it into.
All right, okay. See if it actually gets some abs. It's like that. They say that's like the hardest muscle to keep or something, right?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Hardest muscle get or hardest muscle
To get, I guess. Like if you want to flex one of your muscles, because like I don't really have. Because I used to do a lot of weightlifting back in the day, and like, but now like my muscles are like, I don't know. I look like a pencil. Yeah, I'm not so good anymore. I was good back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was a young and strapping man, but I guess I still am.
Yeah, so you just gotta take the first step, man.
Yeah, right. Okay, so you're stuck on an island and you can only bring 10 books with you. What do you bring?
Oh, I'm bringing all of Robert Greene's books. I'm bringing.
So that's all 10 of Robert Greene's books?
Oh wait, does he have 10 now? No, wait.
I don't know. All I know is he has The Art of Seduction, Art of Money.
Art of Seduction, Art of War.
Well, it's not Sun Tzu. You did the Art of War?
Not Art of War. The Art of Seduction, the 33 Strategies of War, the 48 Laws of Power, Mastery, the 50th Law, what Human Nature just came out. I just got that book. And I feel like I'm missing something. I think there's 6 or 7, but then yeah, there's that one. There's those. A Bible. So what's that?
The Bible. Which Bible? The Bible?
Yeah, the Christian Bible.
Oh, okay. I have one copy of the Bible called the Queen James version of the Bible for adults only. It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a link here. I can even go get it. You got a second? Here, I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, I wish I could see the chat. Oh,
this is it. This thick ass thing. You can see it. Oh, hold on, I can't hear you.
Wow.
Yeah, it's let's see, how many pages is it? It's like,
jeez. Look how thick that thing is.
1,125 pages. Yeah.
Wow.
I remember one of my friends had surgery, and I gave him this book to read. He said he loved it.
Idiot.
It was kind of great about this book is it's signed by the author on June 6th, 2006. So it's signed on 666.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah. I mean, pretty uncanny too. Are you pretty Christian? I don't know how do I phrase that so it's not it sounds rude.
I am not a practicing one. I think. Oh, I don't know. I could talk all day about that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I find religion interesting sometimes, but
yeah, so do I, and that's why I can't really say anything about it. Yes, I'm a Christian, but I believe differently than a lot of Christians do. So that's kind of the easy way to get around that.
Alternative Christianity.
Yeah, it's like,
Do they have like church? Do you go to churches in Japan or never?
no, no. See, and that's another thing too. Like, I don't go to churches, but it's like I'm the kind of Christian that likes science. If that makes
Oh,
sense.
I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess they've gotten a bad rap over the years. But
Yeah.
anyway, let's move on. I don't want to talk about religion all day unless I get drunk or something. Unless you do, I'm more than willing.
Nah, cause that, like, and man, that's gonna have to be the part 2 of this one, because
Yeah, right. This isn't a religion
at an earlier
podcast. This
time.
is the Why Come Japan podcast. I like how I'm setting up this book like you wrote it or something.
Guys, get my book.
Yeah, all right. I got to
signed
put
on
it closer
666.
to me. Yeah, come buy his book. He wrote the adult version of the Bible. There you go.
I just wrote it, and I signed it on 666.
Yeah.
$69. Oh, $66.60.
There you go. All right. So I've never seen you at the Hanami party. Have you ever went? The one in Tokyo?
No, actually, I wanted to go. I've always wanted to go, but there was always something that made it so I couldn't. The first actually, many of the years that I wanted to go, I couldn't, just because of just money issues. Because like at that time, if I wasn't working, then I wasn't getting paid. So it was like during Hanami or like any big Tokyo party or anything, it was like usually during a vacation. But it's like during the vacations at that time was like when I was strapped the most for cash. So it was like, fuck. But I went to the Osaka Hanami, what was it, 2 years ago?
How was that?
It was pretty chill. And then we went to the club after that. It was really nice.
Who were the heavy hitters of the
was
Osaka clan, like Unlisted or Kansai PJ or something? Or...
That's like PJ. No, who came? No, at that time it was like what, Raijin Gaijin came, and
Okay.
and Scott came.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. But,
okay. Yeah. All right. So let me ask you another question about the hip hop stuff. Do you do it in English or in Japanese?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, the way that I'm structuring, well, like what I'm trying to do right now is get a business together where I send dance teachers to international schools to teach dance in English.
Yeah, really? Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that's a project I'm working on right now. But yeah, so that way, you know, the kids can do something in English, because that's really big right now. But and then in my regular, and if I'm not at the international school and it's just my regular classes, then I do teach in Japanese mostly, but it's like mixed English and Japanese, I think.
Like katakana English or something.
Katakana English, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, katakana English.
Yeah. Okay. Stop. You stop.
Stop.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else you would say. Katakana English.
I think it's
What's the funniest katakana word you've ever heard? The longest one I've ever heard is ididingu, like idling. Well, because it's like when you're driving a car and you're idle, you're like, you put the car in neutral. Mm-hmm. They call that ididingu, or like idling, like it's idle. You're putting the car in idle position where you're not pushing on the gas or putting on the brake.
Gotcha. I think I haven't heard any funny katakana words, but like I've gotten into weird situations because of katakana words. Like if I said that, like I would tell somebody that I want a hamburger, and they kept saying hamburger.
Oh, I see. Well, that's something
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. So it was like, yeah, that would be like a situation that that's probably the worst I've got. I haven't had a lot of katakana English problems.
Okay, well, that's good. Huh. Well, good to know.
Yeah.
Um. Uh. So, what's your opinion about the state of YouTube these days? You got any plans for future YouTube Thatguyfox videos? You gonna show some dance moves about how
Yeah.
to?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've decided to take YouTube. Like, what I want to do with YouTube is actually just because I took a step back for a while, and I put up videos recently saying that I was gonna do this and that, but what I want to do really is just bring it back to where I began and just make videos kind of for me, like in where I want to be, like have my outlet kind of thing.
Oh, right, right.
Um, because like in my original videos, and I always get comments and stuff. People are like, "Well, you should have said this, and you should have talked about this," and like the point of the video was like it wasn't even for anybody. It was like kind of just like, "Hey, this is what I'm doing." That way, in like 20 years from now, I would look back and be like, "Damn, like this is what I was going through at this time." Um, yeah, and I want to just take it back to that and like have that be my creative outlet of like because I do have a lot of stuff that I want to do on like design wise and like video wise like shooting like shooting dance videos. Actually, I'm having a guy come out from Chicago and he's helping me shoot videos here probably soon.
Yeah, it'd be good. I mean, because like I was saying earlier, I mean, you really need a fucking team nowadays for YouTube just to stay relevant.
Right, it's true. It's true. It's like this is the quality is there now, and I think that's the reason why it's like because the reason why you need a team is because people have teams on YouTube now.
Yeah. Like, what was it? I was reading the other day because, like, Mad Magazine is going to be ending soon because they're not going to make any more issues. You know Mad Magazine, right?
Yeah, right.
Um, and I was reading through some old issues that I had like saved on my computer. I was reading some of the jokes in them, and I'm like, these jokes are just so bad. And I'm
Hmm.
like thinking, man, this was back in the day when like this was all I had, and
Yeah.
like cringe humor was okay
Hmm.
because it was something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you didn't have anything back then. Now today you have memes, and if the
Right.
meme's not funny, nobody likes it.
Right. Damn, man. Yeah, that's right. Like we used to have we used to have a comic section in the newspaper that we
Oh, those
went.
are terrible, weren't
Like,
they?
jeez.
Ugh. Like Family Circus. My day would be ruined
Family
by
Circus.
Family Circus. Fuck that comic book, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
My
Ugh.
God, I
You
can't.
remember that?
Yes, I can't believe we used to. That used to be a thing.
Was it
That used to,
Marmaduke? Marmaduke was okay.
Marmaduke was
Garfield was kind
okay.
of
Garfield was all right.
Garfield was funny in the beginning, but then it
Mhm.
got really stale towards the end, and it's still pretty stale.
I thought that yeah, Garfield was good when it was a newspaper comic. Like for me, it just lost it when it became when it became a cartoon. It was just like
Garfield and Friends? You not a friend? You weren't a fan of Garfield and Friends?
I was a friend for like 6 months, and then we broke up. And then
Oh, okay. I like that show, but
yeah, then I was. I mean, I don't hate it. I just don't. I just
yeah, no. So I'm just thinking today. It's like now there was a time when you didn't have YouTube videos that were cringe, or you didn't call things cringe because that's all you really had. So it was cool even just having something. But
right.
now it's just like there's so much excess
Saturation.
stuff. Well, I mean, like, if you think about it, I was thinking about it the other day that, like, my mom used to tell me about how going to the movie theater, when she went with her parents, they had to dress up and, like, put on a suit and, like, a shirt and a tie and everything.
Shit.
You didn't know that? Yeah.
Uh,
And, like, that's how serious I was going to the movies. Nowadays, like, I could sit on my sofa, like, naked and
right.
I could like binge watch I don't know, Handmaid's Tale or something with one eye open, you know? It's like such stark juxtaposition, you know?
As long as you're not watching A Handmaid's Tale naked, then that.
I don't know. I was just thinking of an example. Okay, Stranger Things. Is that less awkward watching naked? I'm not sure. I'm just saying it's just it's a different time we live in, and it's just sort of like a couple of my friends were kind of dunking on Stranger Things the other day because they didn't like the show or something, and
Did
I
you
was
like
thinking,
it?
well, no, I like the show. I think it's fine. But I was saying that it's probably really only popular because, it's nostalgic and it's new. And like there's so much crap out there nowadays that
there is.
it's like, well, find me something that I know, but that's not old.
Right.
Not too old.
Or just something that's not regurgitated. Like,
yeah.
I just want something new. Like, I'm just tired of seeing the same thoughts over and over again. It's like, come on, man.
Well, because I mean, a lot of go on. Sorry.
Oh, they're remaking the Avengers, right?
Again, like they're rebooting it again.
They're remaking the Endgame movie.
Oh, okay.
Enough people complain about it that they're redoing it, or like actually I don't know, like chat if there's chat still there, if anybody knows actually what's happening, or if you can you might be able to search it online. They
because I heard they put new scenes in Endgame. I heard about that.
Yeah, I believe. Well, from what I understand, enough people complained about how the Endgame was that the the writers, no, it had to be the directors. The directors had to go back. They went back and just like redid the whole movie. So apparently we're gonna get a whole new movie. I guess
Simon Machanama says they're just changing the ending.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Well, I mean, what I was gonna say is that, yeah, I mean, when you watch like Stranger Things, the thing that's kind of like it's a little mocking, where it's like, remember that, remember this, remember that. Like, yeah, I do. What's interesting about it? Are you a fan of the show?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Okay, like, well, they go into the movie theater in Indiana, and they go to see Day of the Dead. And I'm like, what? There was never that many people in a genre film. Never. That's like maybe me or another friend going to see a zombie movie.
Yeah, right.
Like in the middle of Indiana?
Yeah.
Come on.
In an already rural town.
Yeah, like, and there's like, it's fun for the whole family, kids. You get to see some guys guts get ripped out. It's a family picture.
Everybody had that time to come to that theater at that point.
Yeah. Because it was a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah. Everybody
revisionist history. Anyway, I don't want to keep you if you got things to do and tomorrow.
Sleep, yeah.
I want to thank you for being on the show, and I want to introduce your book. No, I'm joking. I've always wanted to do that, I can't wait till I have a guest that's actually done a book, so I can just like do that thing that they always do. Like, are you a fan of what's his name? Eric Andre?
Oh yeah! Oh my God, he is insane.
He's got like, I don't know. I could never do that because I couldn't be that rude to guests.
Yeah, he's insane. I like. It's uncomfortable sometimes.
It's really, really uncomfortable. Last season, I could barely make it through. But
yeah, it's like, wow, man. Like, where does he? Like, I don't know how he wakes up like that. Like,
because they always do those things in the late night talk show hosts. If you're watching them, they're always going like this with the book. Boom! Like, I don't want to ruin this book, but like, why do you always do that with the book? Like, you have to make noise with it? What are you, Carrot Top, making noise out of props or something?
Wow, Carrot Top, yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody talk about him anymore, or no? Is he gone?
I met him actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
This is before or after he had abs?
Oh,
he's already buffed up.
It was after, yeah, because I didn't know.
Really?
Yeah, because I only knew Carrot Top as the skinny Carrot Top, and then like,
oh right,
yeah, I was like, it was the most random, like normal thing ever. I was walking through Target and I saw this dude with like hair with that hair, and I was like, wow, that looks like Carrot Top. And then I like looked at him like really hard. I looked at him like really hard, and then I was like, wait, that's Carrot Top. I was like, did the whole like slow walk to him. I was like, hey, excuse me, are you Carrot Top? He's like, yeah, man. I was like, oh, can I take a picture? And he's like, yeah. But,
Huh.
yeah.
You have it on Instagram, or is this like circa 1995 or something? Or not 95. What am I saying? 99 or before phones were a thing.
Actually, no.
This is before like selfies were a big deal.
It might be on my Instagram page. If it's not, I'm putting it up. That's to the chat too. Yeah, I'm putting it up if I don't have that, because I just remembered I have that picture of him.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
All right then, man. This was Thatguyfox. You can follow him on Twitter, Instagram.
Instagram, Thatguyfox.
And he's got a pretty cool YouTube channel that he's been doing for how many years? 5 years? 7 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been slow. Yeah, it's been slow. But
yeah, well, it's not like mine's taking off here, but I mean, I do this show for fun, you know.
Yeah, good. I mean, that's
how I can slam books and everything like that all the time.
And act like Eric Andre.
I don't think I could. I don't know. I'd hate to be the person who has to pay for all that stuff.
Yeah, dude. He like wreck stuff. But
maybe this isn't good for a show nobody knows. Maybe I should set this up. Eric Andre is a comedian who, I mean, somebody who just stumbles upon the show right now. Eric Andre is a comedian on, what was that show? Was it Comedy Central? Or was it Adult Swim?
It was Adult Swim. Well,
Adult Swim.
Yeah.
It was on Adult Swim late at night, and he was kind of a show making fun of talk shows.
Yeah.
And every episode was like, there was a structure to it. Like they had a beginning, a middle, and end, where he'd always destroy his set, but then it was never serious. It was never a serious show, and he'd always make fun of guests, and he'd always be rude, and but yeah, I've heard he's coming to Japan actually to do like
oh my god,
to do a comedy sketch or something.
Oh my god, that's going to be horrible.
We'll see what happens, I guess. Or maybe I misheard that. Maybe it's just he was just doing a stand-up or something.
Oh, I please let it not be a show, because like guys, he's like, the way that Radrey's explaining it makes it seem like it's a lot more crazy than he's explaining, guys. Like Eric Andre.
Yeah, it's something you got to see to believe, really. Yeah,
it's like it's. When we say it makes you uncomfortable, it really does. Like there are certain parts where it's just like, wow, man, like you're doing way too much right now. But yeah, Eric Andre.
All right. On that note, be sure to follow us on Instagram. I don't know, you push the cool buttons. Do what the kids do on the YouTube machine to make the machine do the thing that makes the machine make more videos. That brings me dopamine, that gives me the motivation to make the vids. I don't know. I feel like I should say something real. That's what YouTube wants. They want authenticity, not like what every other fucking YouTuber's saying.
Right. Explained simply by Radrey.
Next week on the show, or I guess at some point maybe, is going to be my former teacher, Mr. Ian Lyman, and if it's not him, soon it'll be urban researcher Joe McReynolds.
Researcher.
Yeah, I guess he serves. Like, what was interesting is he messaged me randomly on Facebook. It's like, you ever had an urban researcher on your show? I'm like, no. But like, yeah, I'd like to talk about that. You know, it's not something I know very much about, and the more you know, right?
Yeah, because I have no idea what that even is. But
I know what's his name. The guy who ran 4Channel went to college for that. But or was it sociology? I can't remember what it was. But anyway,
well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and until then, I'm Radrey, and
this is Thatguyfox.
Signing out.
Peace.